Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another episode, edition, whatever you want to call this, of Tech Thots. Today I want to talk about keeping up with web tech. This is something that's actually come up a couple times among some of my friends, and I've even had people on the internet who follow me DM me and ask me, how do you keep up with all the different web technologies? And because it's constantly changing, and we all in the web development community kind of make fun of it's been 0 days since another JavaScript framework popped up or whatever, and things are just always moving so quickly, and there are just so many different areas of the web to sort of specialize in, and I think a lot of people can kind of get hung up on being concerned with not knowing it all. I certainly first was when I started on the browser team, when I started on Edge. I came from a job where web development to me was HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and some PHP, and didn't really consider all the other aspects of the web. And so when people ask me, how do you keep up with everything on the web? I tell them I don't. There's no humanly way to keep up with everything. So my advice is usually to pick something that you're interested in. The beauty of the web is it's so vast, and there's all these little different areas that you can specialize in, and whether it's performance or security or front end, there's a lot out there. And so the beautiful thing about this too is there are so many different resources for people to learn, or at least help you if you don't know about all those things. Conveniently, I am wearing a WebHint shirt today. So WebHint is a website that I designed and sort of led the user experience on, but the whole point of WebHint was to provide a scanner for developers, so you can go enter your URL, and WebHint will tell you about things you can improve. And so it touches on accessibility, security, performance, PWAs, other things, and there's documentation that tells you why these things are important. And it's supposed to be sort of a learning tool to help you learn about all these different areas that you may not know about, because there are so many different things. And there's just so much to know on the web. And so something like WebHint or Lighthouse sort of helps fill in those gaps. It's not expected that you know everything. So again, when someone asks me, how do you keep up? I can't. And you should just focus on an area that interests you, and then if it doesn't interest you, move on to the next thing. More often than not, there are tools out there, even Bing blah, blah, blooper, even a Bing search, or Google search, saying Bing because I work at Microsoft. But even it's not like we don't have access to the internet and all these different answers. So I would love for people to focus on the things that they're interested in and not worry about learning it all. And then if it turns out you're not interested in that one thing, you can move on to the next thing. That's the beauty of the web. So it can be there are feelings of imposter syndrome, and I still get them when I don't know about certain things when it comes to the browser. There's a lot that I do not know because I'm not a software engineer. That's not my background. But the beautiful thing is that my experience as a designer and a front-end web developer sort of gives me a unique perspective, and I sort of focus on the things that I'm interested in and that I know. At least on Edge, I have an entire team of experts in their specific areas, and I remind myself if I wanted to be an expert in that area, I could go learn that thing. So try not to get caught up with all the different technology, all the different code, all the different libraries, all the different tools. Explore and pick what's for you. And just realize that you can't know it all, and there is no one who knows it all. As fast as everything is moving in technology, there's no way to keep up with that. So take the stress off and try and find like one or two areas that you're really passionate about and focus on that, and then go from there. And that is today's tech thought. Not super ranty like the last one, but hopefully a little bit more inspirational. So cheers, and have a wonderful rest of your day, folks.